we now introduce you F distributions. Properties of F distribution, or we say property of F random variables. Property 1. Let U and V, where U is a chi-square random variable with no 1 degree of freedom, and V is a chi-square random variable with no 2 degree of freedom. Let U and V be independent chi-square random variables with no 1 and no 2 degree of freedom, respectively. Then we say that F is equal to U over nu 1, then divided by V over nu 2, has an F distribution with nu 1 and nu 2 degree of freedoms, denoted by F sub nu 1 and nu 2. Okay? Now, nu 1, we call it is degree of freedom for denominator. Nu 2, degree of freedom for numerator. By the definition of F distribution, we can easily find out that the reciprocal of F will also follow a F distribution. Okay, in our example, that will be reciprocal of F will follow nu 2. This is a degree of freedom for numerator. Nu 1 is a degree of freedom for denominator. And also, F density curve, property 3. F density curve are right skewed. Okay? Say this is F with nu 1 and nu 2 degree of freedom. And the curve is right skewed. And since this is a ratio of two chi-square random variables divided by its respective what? Degree of freedom. And since we know chi-square random variable always positive, so the ratio of the two still positive. So we begin from 0. Okay? This is a chi-square density curve. Now, next one, we're going to show you how can we use a chi-square table. How can we use a chi-square table? For example, how can we use an F table? Okay, for example, for the F random variable with degree of freedom for numerator is 1 and degree of freedom for denominator is 5. And I want to find out what is the corresponding F value. Okay, so when F15 greater or equal to F is equal to 5%. In order to find the corresponding F value, or you say this is a critical F value, or you say this is a critical F value, how can we use a table to find this value? Okay, say degree of freedom for numerator is 1, degree of freedom for denominator is 5. Okay, greater or equal to F equal to 5%. How can we use a F table to find this critical F value? So this is F value. Okay, let's look at the F value together. Look at here. Degree of freedom is 1. Degree of freedom for numerator is 1. And degree of freedom for denominator is 5. And alpha here is 5%. Okay? So the intersection of the column and the row. Degree of freedom for numerator is 1. Degree of freedom for denominator is 5. And the intersection give me what? Give me 6.61. So let's back to our exercise here. So what is the F value? As I showed you earlier, it's what? It's 6.61. Okay? So let me repeat everything again. Nu 1 is 1. Nu 5. Nu 2 is 5. And the intersection give me 6.61. So I find the critical F value is 6.61. When I ask for what? Upper tail is 5%. Okay? When I say upper tail is 5%. So let me repeat one more time. This is a curve. This is F with degree of freedom for numerator is 1. And degree of freedom for denominator is 5. And when upper tail is 5%, I find the critical F value is 6.61. This is a way how can we use F table.